Namaste, my lovelies, and welcome to this Capricorn full moon yoga flow. We have a lovely grounding flow today, concentrating on the root chakra because Capricorn is an earth sign, so it's very earthy energy. So we're looking at balancing our root chakra and releasing any energy blockages that are there. So full moons are all about releasing what no longer serves us. And I've also, as you've just seen, staged my area. So I've got rid of any negative energies around. If you'd like to come and join me on the mat, my lovelies, we're actually going to begin today's class in child's pose. So let's get ourselves comfortable, and we'll just begin by very slowly and very gently coming back, sitting back onto our heels, resting our forehead onto the mat. If this is feeling too much for your arms, that's okay. Bring your arms down into diamond arms. So that's your index fingers just touching your elbows, coming out to the side, just to avoid putting any extra strain or pressure on your shoulders. Resting here, feeling the stretch. Taking some deep breaths while we're here. Moving your arms over to the right. Just getting a beautiful side stretch in here. Feeling that stretch all the way down your left side. Taking those beautiful deep breaths while you're here. Moving the hands back to the center, and then over to your left side, getting a beautiful stretch here all the way down your right side now, going into your hip. Taking some beautiful deep breaths while you're here. Bringing your hands back to the center again, back into child's pose. Relaxing, allowing the tension to melt away. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, come up to tabletop. And from here, we're going to do some cat-cow. Just make sure your fingers are spread, pushing your hands into the mat. Your shoulders are above your wrists, your hips are above your knees, the tops of your feet are on the mat. So from here, we're going to take a deep breath in, and as we do, we're going to lift our head up and our coccyx up. Exhale, push the ground away and look towards your belly. Inhale, bring your chest through, lift your head up, coccyx up. Exhale, push the ground away and look towards your belly button. Inhale, push your chest through, your arms, head up, coccyx up. Exhale, push the ground away and look towards your belly button. We'll do one more. Inhale, head up, coccyx up. Exhale, push the ground away and look towards your belly button. Okay, nice. Come back to tabletop now. Taking a nice deep breath in, curling those toes under, and as you exhale, push yourself up into our first downward facing dog for today. Adjusting yourself if needed, pushing your coccyx up, pushing your palms into the floor, giving you a beautiful straight back, keeping your knees nice and soft while you're here. Holding here for a few beautiful deep breaths. Feeling a release in the shoulders, in the spine, in your hips. So walking the dog, so we're going to alternate pushing our heels down to the floor while bending the knee in our opposite leg. If you need to, pop your hips into this, pop your hips into this to get a bit more movement in, just warming up those hamstrings, those calf muscles, our legs, pushing your palms back into the floor again, into downward facing dog, holding for a few more beautiful deep breaths. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, bringing your left knee to your left wrist, putting it on the floor, going into pigeon. So we're just straightening out your right leg, knee and the foot up on the floor. Left knee is bent. And now you can either stay in a pigeon with your arms supporting you. You're going to hold here for a few beautiful deep breaths. If you would like to have a deeper stretch, you can pop your forearms down in front of you and then rest your forehead on your hands. Wherever you're feeling as though you need the stretch today, just do what's right for how you're feeling today. Do some beautiful deep breaths while you're here. Just stretching out that left hip. Just getting some movement in there now. And taking those beautiful deep breaths. Taking a deep breath in. Coming up onto your arms again, if you're not already. Curling your right foot under as you exhale, coming back up to downward facing dog again. Pushing those palms into the floor. Coccyx up to the ceiling, just holding for another few deep breaths, just feeling that release in that left hip a little bit more. Taking a deep breath in. As you exhale, walking your your feet up to your hands, that would be a good skill, into forward fold. From here, my lovelies, we're taking a deep breath in. As we do, our hands are coming up to our shins and we are coming into a flat back. Just adjust your feet to hip width distance apart if needed. Exhale, we're folding forward, tummy coming onto our thighs, folding forward. Inhale, lifting your hands onto your shins, flat back, just gazing in front of you, avoid hyperextending your neck. On the exhale, folding forward, tummy coming down onto your thighs. We're going to do a slightly different one this time around. So we're going to inhale, and as we do, we're going to start sitting back. Arms are coming up against our head into chair pose, holding for a few deep breaths. Exhale, coming all the way back down to fold forward again. Holding for a few deep breaths. Inhale, coming back, sitting back, arms coming up into chair pose. Exhale, coming back down to fold forward again. Inhale, coming up again into chair pose. Getting a beautiful, beautiful stretch in here. Exhale, coming back down into forward fold. Excellent, taking a deep breath in. As you exhale, this time coming all the way up into mountain pose, arms above your head, palms are coming together. From here, my lovelies, we're going to take a nice deep breath in. And as we exhale, our left foot is coming up to rest on our right thigh into tree pose. Holding here for a few deep breaths. Taking a deep breath in. As you exhale, dropping that left foot all the way back now. Arms still facing up, taking a deep breath in. As you exhale, just bending that right foot forward. Arms are separating now, palms still facing each other as we're into warrior one. Holding here. Taking a deep breath in. As you exhale, straightening that leg. Coming now to face forward, so moving that front foot forward. We've got both feet facing forward. In fact, bring your toes in a little bit more. And we're just going to allow our hands to come down towards our ankles as we fold forward in a wide-legged forward fold. If that's too much for your arms to come to your ankles, you can just pop your hands on the floor. Holding here for a few deep breaths. Taking a beautiful deep breath in. And as you exhale, just gently coming back up again, standing back up. Exhale. Just going to adjust our feet. So now our left foot is going to be facing left way. We're keeping our right foot where it is to come back into warrior one again. So from here, my lovelies, we're going to take a nice deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to bend our left knee. Arms are going to come up. Palms facing each other, just stretching up above our head, stretching up into the ceiling. Taking a beautiful deep breath in. And as you exhale, stepping forward again into mountain pose with our arms raised. Palms now coming together. Taking a deep breath in. And as you exhale, bringing your right foot, got a bit of a balance here we go. Your right foot onto your left leg. I'm just going to place mine, there we go, that's a bit better. Holding here for a few beautiful deep breaths. Taking a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, coming back down to mountain pose. And we're going to sit back into chair pose. Holding here. Taking a deep breath in. As you exhale, coming down into forward fold. Forward fold, come right the way forward. Taking a deep breath in, and as you do, your arms are coming up above your head, sitting back into chair pose. Taking a deep breath in, as you exhale, coming back into forward fold. Holding for a few deep breaths. Taking a deep breath in, and as you exhale, arms coming up, sitting back here to chair pose. A deep breath in, and as you exhale, coming back into forward fold. From here, hands on the floor, we're going to step our feet back, and we're going to come back into downward facing dog. Pushing our palms into the floor, feet back, coccyx up. Taking a few beautiful deep breaths while we're here. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, your right knee is coming up to your right hand, placing your knee down on the floor, just adjusting your left leg there, back into pigeon pose. Now again, from here, you can either just place your hands where they are right now, so that you're up on your hands, or if you would prefer a deeper stretch, you can pop your forearms down, just like we did earlier on, resting your head onto your forearm. Holding here for a few beautiful deep breaths. Feeling that stretch in your right hip now. Taking those beautiful deep breaths. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, flipping your left foot under, coming back now to downward facing dog. Pushing your palms into the floor. Holding here, keeping those knees nice and soft. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, dropping your knees now to the mat and coming back over, laying down on the side, nice and gently, so we can then come onto our backs. And we've got our knees facing the ceiling, hands are down next to us on the mat. Knees are pointing up to the ceiling. From here, we're going to take a nice deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to lift our bottoms up, pushing our weight through our heels. Engage your core, engage your glutes as we hold here in bridge pose. Keep taking those beautiful deep breaths. We've increased our heart rate a little bit today. Now we're just allowing ourselves to start slowing down. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly lower your bottom back down to the mat floor again. And then bring your knees up to your chest, just to counterbalance that beautiful back bend. Bring those into your chest. Give yourself a hug. If you wish, you can rock from side to side if that feels nice and soothing to you. Just resting here. Good. With your knees now, just draw some circles with your knees, go clockwise, just to massage your lower back while we're here. Now go the other way, go anti-clockwise. Keep taking those beautiful deep breaths while we're here. And here, my lovelies, we're going to keep our left knee bent and we're going to stretch out our right leg. And from here, pop your foot up to the ceiling so that the sole of your foot is facing the ceiling. We're going to take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we are going to grab our left foot with both of our hands, aiming to bring our knee down towards our armpit. This is half happy baby. Just getting in a little bit more room in our hips. Just going to hold here for a few beautiful deep breaths before we swap. Good, taking a deep breath in. As you exhale, release your foot. Just bring your other foot up so you're back into knees to chest pose. Left leg goes straight on the floor now. Putting your left foot, doesn't matter about whether your foot straight or bent, mine's bent. Sole of your foot is going up to the ceiling. Taking a beautiful deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to just grab our foot with both hands and just allow a beautiful stretch to happen here in our right hip in half happy baby. Just allows us to get a bit of a deeper stretch into our hips rather than normal happy baby, which is very good for your hips. Just concentrating on each hip at a time with half happy baby. Did you know? Good. Holding for a few deep breaths. Taking a deep breath in. And as you exhale, just release, bringing both knees back up to your chest again, hugging into you, just feeling that soothing nature. Dropping your feet back down to the mat now. Soles of your feet together, just allowing your knees now to just fall to the side. Reclining bound angle. Palms next to you, facing up. Hands next to you, sorry, palms facing up to the ceiling. Just resting here. Taking those beautiful deep breaths. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, just pushing those feet together, stretching those legs out. Now coming into Savasana as this practice now comes to an end. Just relax and allow all of the tension to come away from your body. As we relax here, just checking in with ourselves, seeing how we're feeling. Seeing what rises up in us. Taking those beautiful deep breaths in and relaxing. Bringing our attention to our breath. While you're here, let's turn on to your side, keeping your eyes closed. Coming into the fetal position here. And while we're here, think of 3 things that you're grateful for today. Say to yourself, I'm grateful for. Repeat the first thing. I'm grateful for. Repeat the second thing. I'm grateful for, and repeat the third thing. Keeping your eyes closed, pushing yourself up into the seated position. Crossing your legs, bringing your palms together at heart center. Taking a few beautiful deep breaths. Bow down to the tips of your fingers. Lift your head up. Open your eyes. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed this yoga flow, my lovelies, for the Capricorn full moon. And may you release everything that no longer serves you, my lovelies, and sending lots of full moon blessings your way. You may be interested in my brand new membership called Evolution, which is supporting you for your own growth and transformation and helping you to manifest the power of astrology and the lunar cycles to manifest whatever you desire and release what no longer serves you. I'll pop all of the details of Evolution in the description box below for you so you can take a look. Thank you for joining me today, my lovelies, and I will see you again soon. Take care.